You push a feature to production using a state-of-the-art LLM only to watch it confidently break your deployment with deprecated syntax, invent non-existent library methods, and cite fake research papers. It is the ultimate engineering nightmare, a system that sounds completely authoritative while being entirely wrong. By the end of this video, you will be able to diagnose exactly why your model fails on untrained knowledge and decide precisely when to architect a retrieval system instead of burning compute on retraining. Look at the left side of the screen, where our engineer asks a simple question about the latest software framework. Imagine buying a brand new top-of-the-line smartphone, but the operating system is permanently frozen on the day it left the factory. It cannot pull a single byte of fresh data, no matter how fast its processor runs. That is exactly what happens here. The prompt hits the LLM training data box, which acts as a static snapshot of the past rather than a live connection to the internet. Follow the branching paths from that center block to the three middle panels to see the core failure modes at the top. Under stale facts, the model serves outdated information as if it were fresh news. In the middle panel, you see a hard boundary line marked end of training, creating an invisible knowledge gap where any new framework or API simply does not exist. And at the bottom, under hallucinated citations, the model attempts to fill those gaps by manufacturing fictional sources with zero basis in reality. Counterintuitively, feeding a model more parameters does not fix this. It just makes its made-up answers sound vastly more convincing. Now trace those paths all the way to the right side of the screen, where everything converges on the frustrated engineer labeled Perplexity and errors. When your code relies on an ungrounded model, you are effectively running production systems on educated guesses. Two tools solve this today: LangChain and LlamaIndex. Here is the key difference between them. LangChain provides a broad, modular framework for orchestrating complex multi-step workflows, while LlamaIndex focuses heavily on deep data ingestion and specialized indexing for search. Look at panel 1 on the left, labeled Limitations of Traditional LLM Training. Think of training a foundational model like writing an encyclopedia on paper. The moment it's printed, history stops moving, and any news breaking tomorrow simply can't exist on those pages. Beneath that horizontal training cutoff line, you see the glowing brain representing static model knowledge. The model knows everything up to that exact cutoff line, but everything above it falls into a total black hole. Now shift your eyes to panel 2 in the middle, where real-time questions hit the knowledge gap. When a user asks about a framework update released this morning, the query bounces off that static memory base and plummets into the dark region above the cutoff. The failure condition is absolute. The model hit its hard temporal boundary, leaving zero weight updates to handle the new context. Most engineers assume fine-tuning is the obvious fix here, but retraining a model every 24 hours to patch new facts is like reprinting that entire multi-volume encyclopedia set every single night, just to add today's news daily. Look over at panel 3 on the upper right to see why that approach breaks down under the fine-tuning dilemma. Running daily fine-tuning pipelines burns massive compute costs, consumes endless GPU hours, and demands constant dataset curation just to keep up. That's why smart teams don't train models on live facts. They bring the facts to the model at query time. Two tools manage these dynamic data pipelines in production: Unstructured and LlamaIndex. Here's the key difference between them. Unstructured specializes in cleaning and parsing raw, messy files like PDFs and slides, while LlamaIndex excels at structuring that parsed data into searchable vector indexes. Fine-tuning teaches a model how to reason, but retrieval gives it what to know. Look down at the bottom right box, where RAG bridges that gap without touching a single model weight. Now let's look at how the concept itself works to pull off this real-time retrieval trick. Trace this pipeline from left to right, starting with step 1, where the user submits a raw natural language query. Think of this process like handing a reference librarian a detailed research request. Instead of asking them to memorize every library book on earth, you give them a precise search phrase so they can sprint straight to the exact bookshelf holding your answers. In step 2, labeled Embed, an embedding model translates that raw question into a high-dimensional vector, a string of numbers like 0.1 and -0.4, capturing the underlying semantic meaning rather than just matching raw keywords. Follow the arrow into step 3, where we retrieve top K documents by running a nearest neighbor vector search against a specialized database. Once those candidate document chunks are pulled, step 4 introduces a Reranker that calculates exact relevance scores ranging from 0.70 up to 0.95 in our diagram. To sort the chunks strictly by quality, counterintuitively sending too many raw search results into your model actually degrades its accuracy. Passing fewer tightly re-ranked chunks yields far higher precision than dumping dozens of loose hits into the prompt. Look at step 5, inject into context, where those top-ranked chunks get stuffed directly alongside the original query inside a structured context block. Finally, step 6 routes that combined context package directly to the LLM, which acts purely as an inference and summary engine to generate a factually grounded, fully cited answer at the bottom right. Two tools power vector retrieval at scale in production, Pinecone and Cutoff. Here's the key difference between them. Pinecone offers a fully managed serverless cloud service optimized for zero operational overhead, while Cutoff provides an open source engine with flexible hybrid search and advanced filtering options. A vector search brings the right facts into view, but the context window decides how effectively the model uses them. Now let's look at how this pipeline handles scale when pushing real-world payloads through massive context windows. S narration. Trace this flow from left to right, where Perplexity's real-world search and answer architecture lives. Think of your standard foundation model as a brilliance level student who graduated 5 years ago and hasn't read a book since. They can reason beautifully, but they have zero idea who won the Super Bowl this year. We run this specific retrieval pipeline at the very front end of our infrastructure, acting as the intelligent data fetching layer before a single token is even passed to the LLM inference engine. It starts on the left at step 1 with the user query, which we classify. We decide right now which specialized search indexes to hit, then trigger step 2, web search. This is crucial. We do not rely on pre-computed embeddings for live facts. We trigger a real-time, low-latency API call to search engines to guarantee we find the latest information on the live web, as you see labeled below the database icons. Follow the path to step 3, re-ranking and filtering. We take the thousands of raw noisy search results and push them through a custom cross-encoder model to sort them by relevance and identify authoritative sources. Counterintuitively, the raw search ranking is often trash. The engineering breakthrough isn't just searching the web, it's running a second, deeper AI model just to filter that web search down to only high-quality documents that directly answer the query. Now look at step 4, contextual answer generation. This is where the engineering pattern makes production AI truly reliable. We don't pass the raw query to the big LLM. We instead craft a specialized prompt containing the original question plus all the retrieved filtered facts from step 3, as visualized by the documents feeding into the central LLM node. Two tools solve this today, Cohere and BGE. Here's the key difference between them. Cohere provides an industrial strength, API-driven re-ranker optimized for speed, while BGE offers powerful open-source re-ranking models that you can run on your own infrastructure. Finally, trace this to the right-hand box at step 5, grounded response with citations. This is our critical trust layer. Our pipeline is hard-coded to produce a finalized answer where every fact includes a linked footnote connecting directly back to the reliable sources shown below the document icons. The LLM is never given full autonomy. It must cite its sources, which is how we solve for hallucination, verify latest information, and provide full transparency. Now let us understand why this was the only right engineering choice. Look at the red box on the left, labeled the problem. Traditional LLMs. Asking an ungrounded model for life facts is like asking an open book student to take an exam with their eyes closed. No matter how high their IQ is, they are forced to guess. When you rely solely on pre-trained static knowledge, your system degrades into outdated information, wild hallucinations, and severe fact limits, leaving you with expensive retraining as your only fallback. Now follow the bright teal path to the right into the solution. Retrieval-Augmented Generation. When a user question comes in at step 1, we route it through step 2 to query external data sources like databases, files, live websites, and APIs, running them through a strict relevance filter, counterintuitively restricting your model's freedom by forcing it to read from a tiny, retrieved context window. Actually makes it infinitely more powerful than letting it access its entire trillion parameter brain. Look at step 3 and 4 in the middle, right, where context injection feeds that structured prompt straight into a grounded LLM. Two tools solve this today, LangChain and LlamaIndex. Here's the key difference between them. LangChain provides a broad orchestration ecosystem for complex multi-step chains, while LlamaIndex specializes in highly optimized data connectors and vector indexing. Trace the final arrow down to step 5 at the bottom right, which outputs a reliable answer backed by truth and citation. The hard engineering constraint comes down to this. Training builds intelligence, but retrieval provides facts. Look at the bottom banner, where knowledge-intensive tasks become reliable. Grounding your outputs in live data without touching a single model weight is the only pattern that scale-proofs production AI. Now that you understand why RAG is essential, you need to master how vector databases index this dynamic context in real time. Check out our complete visual breakdown on HNSW and vector search strategies linked in the description, and subscribe for a new AI engineering breakdown every week.